This might be a test run. I'm using a new recording program, so we'll see how it works.
It's just like our last podcast, just me and you did, that didn't record.
Yeah, so it recorded. From when last time that we recorded, though, for some reason, I used my laptop and I put the recording on a hard drive and I was going to transfer it to my computer to edit it. And for some reason, I think what happened was when I went to copy and paste it to the hard drive, it got interrupted and I thought that it pasted. And
a file, kind of
then I must have lost the file on the... I don't know. It disappeared. I have no idea really what happened. But yeah, something happened between me copying it and pasting it. I was really pissed. And then the next podcast, you guys might know, the audio was trash. And like I was saying, one of my mics, I think, was interfering with all the other mics. So I tore that mic apart. And one of the wires was kind of like loose. I'm not really sure. Maybe it wasn't grounded properly. But we're not using that mic now, but I think I fixed it when we do a 4-man podcast again. But here we are, just me and Wyatt. So
sending it.
This is the Braapaholic podcast. I'm your host, Jesse, and I'm here with my best friend and co-host, Wyatt.
I'm excited to be back.
Yeah, me too. It has been a minute. We try to do these as often as we can. We all unfortunately kind of live all separate from each other now.
About 40 minutes apart.
Yeah, so it can be hard to get together now, unfortunately, but we're going to make the best we can.
We're going to be hanging out a lot. There's going to be a lot of content this winter, hopefully.
We have some big plans.
Hopefully big for the channel plans as well. Hopefully
yes.
It helps that. Is someone? I guess I can just start with that.
Let's just get right into it. So to backtrack, because we haven't made a video of it, but we've talked about the RZR. It's been down for the count since.
We did a video, kind of, when you came over. We did the Braapaholic, the Braptor.
We did. It was kind of a joke video.
Yeah, but it was really broken.
It really was broken. Yeah. Uh-oh.
It's still recording.
Oh, okay, it is. Whew. I'm using this new program. I'm scared. I didn't see it moving. Okay.
Jesse's sweating it over here.
I have PTSD with this stuff.
But yeah, so the 2020 XP Turbo I have is down for the count. We went on a birthday ride for Cole.
Yep, May 6th.
May 6th, and we made it about 8 miles, and it wasn't running right. And I said, "Fuck it," and we went another mile, and
she really wasn't running right after that.
Oh, she's
toasted. So this will be in a future video, but we did tear apart the engine finally. I was just like, hey Wyatt, we just need to figure out what's going on with this thing so we can move on with it.
Well, kind of. So that was over like 6-month time span.
Yes.
Bought, sold house, moved, and just been hauling around this boat anchor RZR that doesn't run.
So money, yeah. So you moved, and I understand the moving problem right now. It just, money is tight when you move and you're just so busy getting stuff around, so you just have no time to work on this stuff. I get it.
Yeah, so that's where we're at, and as I'm like, I finally want to just get this thing going. Like, I'm gonna work a ton of OT and just get the money and get this thing done. I'm sick of not having anything to ride. So I brought it over, we tore it down, ended up it spun rod bearings again, which we rebuilt before.
Yeah, but the first time we rebuilt it is because we had the wrong parts.
Yeah.
Because Rev 6 sent us the wrong parts. This time,
it's some oil.
We think it ran a little low in oil, but I also still think Rev 6 power, or Rev 6. Rev 6.
Rev 6.
Just Rev 6. Okay, Rev 6. I think they sent just bad rod bearings, or just, I don't know, something wasn't right, and I questioned it when I put it together, and they said it is right, because we went back and forth for several days making sure that the part numbers were right and everything, and it ran for over 600 miles the way it was.
Yeah.
And now it...
Well, yeah, it's like probably about 400 or 500 miles.
Yeah, I took it to West Virginia, had zero problems with it. It ran great.
I guess, it probably been close to 600 miles.
And then that's when you bought it, and then the turbo went out of it, and then, we had some weird issues with the exhaust. It kept blowing head gaskets and kept blowing exhaust gaskets, and then the turbo went out. I think it was all kind of
I think the turbo had a lot to do with that.
yeah. I think it did.
I think it was making
too much
a
back
lot
pressure.
of boost.
Yeah,
because it was locking up in there.
yeah.
So it was blowing it all out somewhere.
Yep.
All that boost had to go somewhere.
Yep. I think so. And then I don't exactly know why it blew the rod bearings this time on the crank, but it did. So that's what's wrong with it.
I mean, and Brock doesn't know. Like we had it running good. Like it is the best it had been running.
Yeah.
Like just real shocker to everybody.
Yeah, we had no idea why. The crankshaft bearings, like all the crankshaft bearings, perfectly fine. It's only the rod bearings that were shot.
Yeah.
On the crank.
I don't know. So with all that, like, background and rebuilding it, I know it's been rebuilt several times, and I'm just kind of sick of the RZR turbo motor. So, I was talking to a guy I work with. He's like, why don't you throw a Yamaha motor in it? Why don't you throw an Apex snowmobile engine in it? So I never really, I know Jesse, in the past, when he owned it, he wanted to put a 600 triple two-stroke in it, just for shits and giggles, more or less.
Now that I think about it, I think I would put I still want to do a triple, but I think I'd put maybe an Arctic triple in it, which is a Suzuki. Yeah, I think I would put a Suzuki Thundercat engine in it, but anyways.
So I was talking to a guy at work. He's like, why don't you throw a Yamaha snowmobile motor in an Apex or a Sidewinder? And I'm like, well, I never really thought about it, but the more I looked into it, a lot of people have done Apex swaps on RZRs. Like, it's actually a sought after thing to do to them. So I'm like, kind of thinking about it and talking to Jesse a little bit, and just kind of come to the conclusion, like, fuck it, let's do it.
Probably way to go. And for those that don't know, we're talking about a Yamaha Apex 1000. It's a 4-stroke engine.
4-cylinder.
4 cylinders. It's essentially it's the same engine as an R1.
Yep, R1 road bike.
Road bike crotch rocket. Yeah, they go fast. They rev up to like 12,000 RPMs.
Yeah, I believe it's 12,000 on a snowmobile and like 14,000 on the road bike.
Right. Yep.
It's just mind blowing.
Yep. So there's a lot of parts for them. It's just gonna be an easy if you need parts for it, just an easy thing to get parts for.
And
a lot of mods you can do to it too.
They're just it's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited.
So and if you do some looking, the Yamaha Apex you can get for if you look, you can get it for like $1,500 on the cheap end.
Pretty reasonable.
Or in $3,000 on the high end. Pretty reasonable price.
And it makes very similar horsepower to what the XP Turbo makes.
Yeah.
Without a turbo.
Without turbo.
So I'm that's the route the Red Solo Cup that XP Turbo is going, and I've been thinking of some names, and I got one that's kind of sticking, but we'll see if it stays.
I like it. You should tell the viewers.
Yeah. All right. So we're putting a Yamaha motor in a Polaris RZR, so I think I'm gonna call it the Yamaha RZR.
I like it.
It goes with my sick, twisted sense of humor. So.
Yep. And
we got a celebrity guest coming.
Oh, you wanna come say hi?
You called out.
I need to talk to the mic.
Hey, Mike.
I tried getting her on the podcast tonight, but no, she's busy. I play with the kitten.
Yeah, the cats don't like him.
Oh, I figured that. They'll get used to him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's down here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's crazy.
He is. This is his crazy time. This is when he's jumping on that mattress.
Oh yeah, so we can get to that later, but yeah, a kitten showed up on our doorstep a couple weeks ago. So now we have a third cat.
Just what you need.
Just another cat. Yeah. Good thing my wife's a vet.
You know what you need? You need an Arctic cat on that garage.
That's what I tried.
No.
I
need
told
an
her.
XX. You can have 4 cats.
He said either
Oh, look at this.
a real cat
This
or an
cat
Arctic
likes
cat.
me.
And we got a real cat. So no Arctic
But you
cat.
said no to
real-
both.
A
so.
real cat.
Well, now we got one, so we can't have 2.
Literally, yeah. I asked her that question.
You can't have an odd number. You can't have an odd number. This cat likes me, so we're gonna go get an XX to go with it.
Yeah, we need a wildcat.
XX. Hey, you can still look. I do it every day.
So does she.
I shared a meme when I have 0.75 cents in my account, but yeah, I'm looking at $14,000 race cars on Marketplace.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, boy. But yeah, literally, I asked. So there was a deal on Marketplace. I could get 2 OG Wildcats
Oh yeah.
for pretty like $5,000 a piece. They're a pretty good deal. And bring us in now. And then I was like, all right, it's either these Arctics or I was jokingly, my grandma wanted me to take one of her cats. I was like, it's either the Wildcats or the kitten. And she said no to both. And then literally the next day,
It's a sign.
this
You
other
got a
cat
kitten.
showed up on our doorstep.
You gotta take this sign. How do you not see the sign? You say no to both, and one shows up. You gotta get the other one.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Oh gosh.
Fight.
Well, I don't know if I trust Cinder.
I like
those things in
Cinder.
the
Come here,
wild.
Cinder.
Oh, he'll be okay.
He looked.
He got used to Loki after a while. So
It's a jealousy thing.
yeah.
Fight to the death.
You're gonna hear a lot of hissing around here.
Kind of just watched them for the first couple days.
Yeah, that'll be alright.
Biggest cat wins.
Chester already looked at Mango twice. Tried to jump up there.
What's his name, Chester?
Yeah. I call him Chestnut for short. But it's not really short, but
I know, it's like the same.
Chestnut.
I mean, he really likes you over there.
Yeah, Wyatt's allergic, and of course he's staying
Yeah.
on Wyatt's lap.
Just a natural animal person.
Yeah.
Just don't stand on my face, or we won't be alright. Oh, hey, you can do that.
We gave him a bath. He was actually been in quarantine for 2 weeks. This is the first time he's been out of the bedroom in 2 weeks.
He's excited.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, he's doing
Oh,
zoomies.
he's
I
got
got
the
so much room.
so much room for activities. Oh my gosh.
You can pop some of your ceiling tiles out so you can get in the attic.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Gilbert used to get in our
Yeah.
tiles at home. Oh my god.
Off contingency on
Yeah.
cats.
Yeah. All right. So back to the Razor.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna put a Yamaha motor.
It's gonna happen. We're legit actually gonna do it.
We're committing.
So
I'm committing. I even went the extra mile because I have a lien on it still, and went and talked to my bank manager to make sure he was cool with it. And he's like, "Yeah, as long as I still get to ride in it." So
the bank manager says okay, so we're doing it.
bank manager says it's a go.
It's a go.
And I talked to my insurance about the motor being blown up. He said, "What are you gonna do? Just throw another motor in it?" I'm like, "Yeah, probably."
Probably.
So
Not the
I'm
same
just,
motor,
Just
but
gonna tell him I put a 1,000cc motor in it instead.
Yeah.
So just bump the insurance up a little bit. Because right now it was a 925. I think that's what I told him it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
it's
just
got
gotta tell him
more
I put a
CCs.
998 in it.
Yeah. Actually, that motor might be a 999.
The 998.
Is it 98? Okay.
The ones I looked at.
Okay.
I mean, there could be different, depending on the year.
Yeah,
the
could be.
generation.
Who knows?
But yeah, I am looking forward to this. The few that I have found that have been swapped have turbos, but I don't really want a turbo.
Not yet,
The issues,
anyways.
yeah, that's maybe a down the road. It's paid off and
Yeah.
blown up again.
Maybe the channel is actually taken off someday.
Yeah. When you give me a $5,000 budget to go buy a side by side, and I show up in my RZR turbo Yamaha Apex,
Yeah. Why? I thought we were sending this down the road. Oh no, I thought you might upgrade it.
upgrade, send it.
So yeah, we're actually gonna. So he has most of his parts on the engine are reusable still. The crankcase and the head and all that still usable. So we're gonna sell that on eBay and recoup the cost for the new
Turbo's
engine.
only got a couple hundred miles on it.
Oh yeah, we don't need a turbo anymore. You can probably get $400 out of that.
The
Yeah,
intercooler's good.
intercooler. Yeah, don't need the intercooler. So yeah, we'll sell all the stuff we don't need, and it'll probably cover half the cost of the engine swap.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So we just gotta get the.
And another big thing, my wife's on board with this.
I was surprised.
Did not think that was gonna happen.
Me neither. Ugh.
As long as she said, as long as you get that thing running and out of the yard, we're good. So
Yeah, as long as we can.
any
take some joyrides
means
again.
necessary to get it running. That's what she told me.
Okay, hey,
So
I'm down. So we have some awesome content coming. Hopefully within the next month or two.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it'll take us to get this done, but
the biggest thing is gonna be buying a sled. That's the
that's
biggest
the
upfront
biggest
cost
thing.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
But
I would gladly help you with the cost if I could, but
I know
I
That's
can't right now.
That's the way the economy is. It's
Yeah.
everything.
I just after I moved, I have money tied in.
Welcome to the club.
If I sell the Predator, I'll gladly help you. I know you're good at paying back, so I'll.
Oh yeah.
But
I
the
don't
Predator,
like owing people money either, though.
yeah,
That's why I'm good at paying back.
Yeah, I actually Brock actually loaned me some money to help pay for my Predator because he wanted me to ride with him so bad. He was so bored. He's like, "I'll pay to have you ride." I was like, "All right, okay, if you want to do
Hey, Brock, if you're listening, which I'm sure you will, you can rent my services to ride your Predator.
it."
I'm pretty cheap. You can give me like $10 for the day.
That's all
I'll
I
bring
need.
my own gas even.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I got Brock paid back finally a couple days ago, and
Heck yeah.
I'm just waiting to. Oh, man, I'm gonna.
Man, I might even pay you $10 to ride the Scrambler. That's probably off the table, but you know me too well. Trust issues and all.
We're going riding. I know you're working, but we're going riding tomorrow. I mean,
Damn, I
Yeah.
always pick up days when you guys are going
I
riding.
know.
Oh, babe, I'm gonna call in. I'm gonna have to borrow something to ride.
Yeah, I'm probably. We'll see how funds go, but I kind of want to restore the Predator further.
Ooh.
I have a build in mind.
Hell yeah.
It's mainly just paint. The frame needs painted bad because it has silver paint, and Predator silver paint peels like no other.
Oh yeah.
So I'm thinking I was thinking about doing like Polaris Indy Red with the blue, with the classic
That'd
blue.
Be sharp.
But I think I want to do a little bit like not quite maroon. But I want to do a dark red with sparkle in it.
Ooh, like not a candy apple, but like a wine red.
Yes, a wine red with sparkle in it would look
That'd be
good with the
dope.
dark blue. And then I want
On the frame.
on the frame, and then it has that silver on it too because it's the special edition. So it's actually normally the skull looking piece on the front is normally black, but on mine it's silver.
Okay.
So I think I want to paint the rims silver.
Oh yeah.
And maybe some of the hubs and the shock springs. I think I want to do that. A nice, not the cheap silver, a good powder coat silver.
What's your rear axle hub color?
Right now, so they do actually have it's kind of like a brown gold color.
Okay.
So I have the 50th.
Like painted that wine red. So you had silver rims with a wine red hub.
Yeah,
in the middle.
That's the plan. Yep.
To match your frame.
Yeah.
It's kind of tie it all together.
Yep. And then so that's what I want to do. I want to do blue, classic blue with the wine red, and then the silver. And get rid of the brown.
I like that
because it has brown shocks and brown hubs right now.
Okay.
And I just don't like it. I don't think it looks good on it. So that's my plan. I think it's gonna look good.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the chrome on it and just paint all the chrome silver, and I think it's gonna look good. And I know some guys like powder coat and stuff now.
So as far as building goes, on the RZR, I would like to paint that a different scheme.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I showed you some of them pictures of the Jagged X RZRs.
Yeah, that was pretty
like the voodoo
sweet
blue.
Looking. Yep.
So I really like that, but I'm also torn because me, I like pissing off the community. I thought about doing General Lee theme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yamaha did make one of the YXZs. They made an orange color,
bright orange.
Yeah,
it looks sweet.
I like that.
So and they actually there's a graphics kit for a RZR Turbo that is generally.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Like I really like the voodoo blue roll cage and just blacked out too.
Hey, you should do just Braapaholic OG colors, blue and orange.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah,
can do it.
General Lee orange. Well, it's a little bright, but
it's like Hemi orange.
Yeah, my orange is a little dark. It's more of a burnt orange, but
yeah.
Still, anyways, it would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, so that's an idea in the back of my head too, but I don't know. This world's going like snowflakes, so why not a bright orange General Lee?
Why not?
4-cylinder Japanese motor and a Polaris.
Hey, it's kind of like you almost have the best of both. Where like how I want I like the X3 engine, but like the Razor chassis kind of more.
Yeah,
So it's like
I
swapping
love the
both.
way the Razor sits.
Yeah,
Like I feel planted in it. I feel like I can feel all four
you
corners.
feel like you're centered in it good.
Yeah, I can see the wheels, feel the wheels.
Right.
X3 sits like kind of like a Dodge Challenger. My wife has a Challenger.
Yeah.
You
It's like a
cannot
sports
see out
car.
the back. It's
No,
a huge blind
you can't.
spot.
That's why they come with a rear view mirror stock. They all come with a mirror.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why there's a mirror in it, because no one can see behind you. Yeah.
I bet Tyler can't see shit out of his because he got that cage chop.
Yeah.
Custom cage.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? He did partial trade for those mirrors on the Razor I had.
Yeah.
Them side view mirrors that were floodlights.
Oh, yeah.
We traded some labor for that.
Okay.
That was kind of like towards my S3 Ford A-arms I put on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we might have actually traded straight up for the. I can't remember now. I think we did.
Wasn't there a case of beer involved, too?
That was for the tires.
Oh,
again.
yeah. Yep.
Good times. Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm excited,
Like,
too.
I am pumped for this build.
I mean, normally I talk out of your bad ideas, but I somewhat talked you into this good idea.
Well, you talked about it back in the day.
I
and
did.
Like, I don't want a 2-stroke. Yeah, I like them and I like the way they smell, but I don't want to be screaming demon 4 hours in the trail in the summertime.
Yeah, I mean they're all kind of loud in their own way. The 2-strokes are kind of a higher pitch noise, but if you stay with the stock exhaust, they're really not too bad, especially when they're behind you.
I really love how this Apex sounds, though.
They do sound nice. You know, actually, I do not like how the Apex sounds in the snowmobiles.
Really?
I'm not a fan. I didn't think they sounded good.
I haven't really listened to it in a snowmobile.
Not a huge fan of the stock sound in the snowmobile. It sounds like it's doggy.
Something also I've noticed, the Apexes have dual exhaust out the back.
Yeah.
On a snowmobile.
So they actually, if I remember right, they have 2 Y pipes that come together and to do exhaust.
Like an X?
Yeah. No, not an X, but so in the 4 cylinders, there's just 2 Y pipes that go into one pipe.
Okay.
And that's why, and they run one long ass pipe all the way to the back of the snowmobile.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, I've never seen a snowmobile with dual exhaust before. Like,
Yeah.
that's the sign. Because I love dual exhaust. That's the sign right there.
Yep.
So we're gonna have to order a custom exhaust for this, you know.
Well, we're gonna have to make a custom exhaust for it. Being a snowmobile engine and the way I want to set it in there,
We're going in there like sideways, right? Like to line the clutches up.
yeah, it's gonna sit
Yeah.
in like the snowmobile would sit in. So the throttle body will actually sit in the front towards the seats,
Okay.
and the exhaust is actually gonna come straight out to the back. So it's
Oh,
gonna be a
sweet.
short exhaust. It might be pretty loud.
Perfect.
So be prepared. It might be kind of loud.
Well, I do have a family that has an exhaust shop.
Yeah, that's true.
So might have to hit them up.
Maybe you just gotta take it there and get it done professionally because it's gonna need be customized.
Like, can we put a cheap Magnum flow on this?
Can you weld exhaust to stock manifolds? Is that something they can do?
I think so.
Because that's what I was gonna do. We're gonna have to order pipe to make the stock exhaust, and yeah,
I mean, that's what they do. They got that pipe bender and
maybe
expander thing.
honestly, you probably should just take it to them and have it done professionally. Because I don't have pipe benders or nothing. So
Well, we can probably just bolt it up and have it straight pipe for the time being to try out.
probably, yeah, we could.
It's just gonna be really fucking loud.
I just don't have the tools to make
Yeah.
it.
I'll get some earbuds from work.
Yeah, might have to order some eBay special cheap mufflers to put on the ends of them and stuff. But
Like a glass pack, maybe.
yeah, that's pretty much all
They're like
Power Sports
40
are is
bucks.
glass packs. Yeah.
Maybe I get an oval one. We'll beat it with a hammer, so
Ooh.
it'll be oval.
I like some. I like me some oval exhaust.
Oh, I know. You and Brock. Oh, it's got an oval. Let me go change my underwear.
Does make me cream my pants every now and then. Oh.
Brock will be jealous. No humping my razor.
Oh God. Yeah. But
Does Brock know about this yet?
no, I haven't told him.
So Brock Burkle.
I kind of want to just surprise him with it. I don't.
He's gonna be like, "Oh my god."
I don't think they really listen to the podcast, to be honest. So I just want to surprise him with it. I just want us to show up to a trail ride sometime, and you just have a new
And he's
engine.
like,
in it.
"What the fuck is in there?"
Yeah, we should keep it secret.
That's not gonna work with videos.
Well, I think what I'm gonna do.
Is video it and then make one long like.
Well, I'm
Fast-paced
gonna video
video?
the whole thing, and then we're gonna make the final video first. So we'll put the engine swap in. We'll make
Okay.
that the first video, and then for whoever is
Wants to
interested,
watch it.
we'll do
That's a good
we'll do
idea.
more videos of
So
the
do
engine
like
build and stuff.
like a folder on it, kind of
Yeah.
like Apex swapped RZR part 1, part 2, part
Well,
3. In a folder, like
yeah. I'll make a
like a
playlist.
channel within the channel.
playlist.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I'll do the final build first, and then whoever wants to see the build, I'll have those builds later.
That'd be sweet.
That way, yeah, because I just know it's gonna be better if we do it that way.
Which I've watched a lot of stuff by Grindhard, kind of that same way.
And that's how well, they don't do that anymore, but
They used to.
that's how they did their videos to begin with.
Yeah.
And I get it, to grow a viewer base. That's
Yeah.
probably what you should do. That's what I'm gonna do.
It'll be easier to keep a secret then.
Yeah. That way it'll be done, and then we'll have the rest.
Brock's gonna be like, "What, you bought a snowmobile?" Like, yeah, but it's broke, so I gotta get it worked.
Yeah, when you buy a snowmobile, don't even tell. Well, I don't want them to know. Yeah, just don't even tell them that you bought a snowmobile.
Like, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's just one I'm working on." If they come over here,
Yeah.
that needs some engine work
Yeah.
done.
It's for my coworkers. They'll believe it.
Little
course.
do they know your coworker is a content provider.
Yeah.
You didn't specify what coworker.
Right. Yeah. The Braapaholic coworker.
Oh, it'd be cool. Like, I mean, it'd be just kind of funny. I think if I took it like to Peacock for an oil change.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
My RZR turbo needs an oil change. This got an Apex motor in it.
What the fuck is this? Have what's his face?
Am Lucas?
No, the guy you hate at Peacock.
Oh, Polly.
Polly the
Polly
prick.
the prick.
I,
Polly the prick from Peacock.
he's not a mechanic, but have him look at it.
Hey, what do you think this worth on
You should,
trade?
yeah, take it on trade. See what he says. Oh my god.
I'm requesting Polly the prick. Polly the salesman.
When you went there a while ago, did you deal with him? You're looking at ATVs.
Oh no, I talked to Mike.
Oh, okay.
Mike and oh shit, I can't think of his name now. Sales manager, Dave.
Okay.
Dave's the sales manager. He's cool. I always talk to him, and then Mike was the taller, skinnier, older gentleman.
I've
Came up.
I've only been there a handful of times.
He is super cool. So yeah, he's like, yeah, we got more out back. Just go check them out. No, like, no, you're too fat for that. You're not gonna ride it. As I'm sipping a 44-ounce Wesco soda, leaning in my chair that I'm waiting to break the springs on.
I can't believe how far back that chair leaned back. Oh my god.
I don't think it was by will. I think
No.
it was just that's as far as it should bending.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really am in awe that they would not let me test drive a used unit.
Well, I know. It was during the peak time of sales, so they didn't want to get it dirty. But
It
still,
could have been a sale.
They missed out on a possible sale.
Because like, I was buying shit that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Same on the dirt bike. I totally would have bought that.
Yeah. Missed out on the sale.
Yeah.
I know.
Man, pissed off impulsive buys. I'm your guy.
Yeah. Yeah, you just went and bought a dirt bike that day just to.
I pretty
Prove
much
a point.
did. I called up Babbitt's.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we can have it ready by Thursday. And this was a Monday. I'm like, okay, I'll be down there.
Yeah.
And my koozie has outlived my dirt bike.
Yeah. Oh.
Never rode a dirt bike. Well, I rode one for about 5 minutes in the field and like, yep, I want one of these. I still remember, like, you text the group, Wyatt just bought a brand new dirt bike, and Cole's like, what?
Yeah. I was so confused. That was fun. I was actually watching some of my older videos a while ago. Just one of those videos came up of us going to hit the single track when you're on your new dirt bike.
Oh,
That's when I did my wheelie and I crashed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just a bad coincidence that your grandpa was on the corner because I had to have looked back just before you did the wheelie,
Yeah.
and then we just kept going. And then I seen your grandpa, and I'm like, oh, he probably just stopped talking to his grandpa.
Nope. I was in the bushes.
Like, nobody came. That's where's Wyatt? Like, where's Waldo? But Wyatt on the dirt bike. Where's Wyatt? Oh, he's laying down by that mailbox down there. Oh, he's laying down by that tree over there. But that's what you get for buying a brand new 4-stroke 250. Never run a clutch. Never run 2 wheels.
Yeah, it was probably set up a little too tall for you.
And there's something weird with the clutch going on too. I actually did fix that somewhat. The barrel nut on the actual clutch lever.
Yeah.
I think some kid cranked on it.
Oh,
it
probably.
was like all the way in or all the way out. So like even when the clutch wasn't engaged,
slipping a little bit.
Like you would pull the clutch in and it would still be in gear.
Yeah. Oh, so it was really
it wouldn't start. So it had a hell of a time. That was one of the reasons I couldn't get the thing started.
Yeah. Well, I do. Maybe it just needed broken in a little bit. I do remember it took some nice hard kicks to get it to start.
Yeah.
It really did.
I could start Chris's 450 I traded for with my Hey Dudes on.
We're back after our intermission.
Yeah.
All right. I don't remember. I'm not entirely sure what we were talking about. But I'm in the. So we had a snowfall a couple days ago.
Yes, we did.
And that got me thinking. It's time to get the XLT out. And I got some plans for her this season. So one thing, the XLT, good sled, nice engine, but it's a trail sled, and that's what it was. That's what the setup was designed for, which is fine. But I don't trail ride as much. I like to do a lot of free riding, ditch banging, as people say. So I'm going to turn it into a hybrid ditch banger / trail rider. So
heck yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going in the gearbox.
Actually, I have a question.
Sure.
Before you get that far. So if I happen to buy a good Yamaha Apex and we rip the motor out of it, could you theoretically put the XLT motor in it?
Into the chassis?
Yeah.
Theoretically, yeah, I could. There's nothing holding me back.
Because that would kind of give you the ditch banger chassis.
The thing with the Apex chassis is it's not.
I know, like,
I don't.
The jack shafts are different. A guy at work was saying before the transmission. Because we were talking about just putting the skid in the XLT at work. But he's like, how it bolts up is completely different.
It's completely. You'd have to make your own mounts and stuff. And you'd have to make sure. I don't know what kind of skid they run. Most skids are pretty standard, but it's probably a standard skid. I just gotta make you gotta make
20 years of difference in them, or 10 years, depending
about 10 years. But yeah, there's no point of swapping the skid over if it don't line up with the type of track style. They all have their own type of track sizes. It's a standard size, but there's like multiple variants, so it's hard to say. I don't know. I'd have to do some looking up on how good the Apex chassis skid is, because I have no idea. It's probably just standard.
It's a lot heavier motor.
Yeah.
Than a lot of people are running. They like the Yamaha Viper because it's a 3-cylinder, where it's always like 120 pounds lighter than the Apex, being a 4-cylinder. Yeah.
What I want to do, and I think it's the same dimensions. I want to put an M10 suspension skid under my XLT.
Okay.
And you can find them a lot. There's probably some better suspension out there nowadays. But the M10 is pretty nice. It's got Fox shocks all the way around, like nice Fox suspension setup. It's hard to explain why it's so much better, but the setup is just different. Rather than having shocks opposite each other, the shocks are parallel with each other in this and the M10.
It better.
It just absorbs bumps better the way it's designed.
And the XLT is more of a trail sled.
Yeah, it is. And back in the day, so the skid that's in it, players designed it. They call it Extra 12 suspension. So basically, it has 12 inches of suspension travel, which takes bumps pretty good. But the problem is, and what people have found out, and the reason why there's so many idler wheels in there, bogey wheels on the suspension, is that there's a lot of resistance on that sled because it's so big around the loop. It's so
okay.
tall. It creates a lot of resistance. So what players thought was the best thing to do was throw a lot of bogey wheels on it. So all the
Okay,
wheels,
yeah.
so the track's supposed to glide better on the tracks rather than creating resistance on the
Less friction.
on the skags, so less friction. So actually, in the same year of the XLT the XLT is the trail variant, and then there's the XCR.
Yep.
Which they still make an XCR
Is it
trim.
XCR or XRC?
It's XCR.
Okay.
It's XCR. I'm pretty sure. Which stands for cross race.
I thought the X was for
Cross
purple.
XCR, cross country race. That's what XCR stands for.
Okay.
So it's a hybrid skid, and is what they have on that. So they have the X600 triple on that sled, and then they have the extra 10 skid on that sled.
Okay.
It's the same skid, just less travel, and a lot of people have better luck with that skid because less resistance on that skid.
Makes sense.
But it takes bumps, not as good. But I don't care about any of that.
You just want speed.
I just want a less resistant track and
so less resistance,
more
would be
and more renewable.
power. Then would it transfer the power better? Have
Yes.
Less resistance.
Yes, exactly. Your track spins faster.
Are you gonna put some nasty 1.5, 2-inch lugs on it?
So I did some reading. So without doing any modifications, I could put an 1.25 track on it. What I have on now, which is what it came with, is a 3/4 inch track.
Oh,
So I want to
double.
double the stud. If I want to go any taller, I have to bolt the skid down lower to get extra space in between.
Your 1.25 would be a huge improvement.
It'd be a big improvement, yeah. And you probably don't want to go any taller if you trail ride it on snert, which is what we have a lot of. So I think 1.25 will do it justice. I don't know if I'm going to put that size track on it this year, but that is one of my plans, to put an 1.25 track on it. And I'm going to gear it down. So it has a 21 tooth sprocket in there. I'm going to gear it down to a 19 tooth sprocket.
Okay.
I can do that without doing any huge modifications. If you go any lower, I believe you have to put a new chain and sprocket setup in it. So I can gear it down 2 T's without doing any super modifications.
Which should be huge too then.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot more. I'll get more low end power, which is what I need. Yeah, I'll get more low end torque out of it for the deep powder. So I'm gonna do that, which I already have. I bought one. I used one on the internet. I paid like $20 for it.
But you're around a lot of snowmobile trails now. Where you moved to?
Yeah, just down the road is a trailhead. I can actually hit the trails. But yep. So I'm gonna do. That's the plan. So I don't think the gear lube and the chain case has ever been changed. So I'm gonna.
The what is that under the hood on it?
Yeah. So the chain case is where all the gear ratio crap is.
I'd be willing to bet it has. The guy that had it before my dad took care of him meticulously.
Okay. Well, even if it was changed, it's been 15 years.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
Yes, it has.
I got some new gear loop for it.
We had him for like close to 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna change the gear lube in it, put a new gear reduction in it, and I'm putting all new. I'm redoing all the fuel. I didn't replace the fuel line because I didn't think it was bad, but it's starting to dry rot now. So I'm redoing all the fuel line. Doubling down.
Just double down.
The down spigot that I jerry rigged together, I'm fixing that. So it still works, but I'm gonna make it less jank now. So gonna do all that. Eventually put a track on it.
Might as well bring the 340 over.
Yeah. And then I don't know. The sled, this is an edge style, or this is a wedge style sled, so it's not meant for it's not like the new stuff. You can't just
not doing
pull wheelies on it and stuff. But I'm gonna make it as maneuverable as I can. Yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do on this is so there's a limiter strap on the skid. I'm gonna crank it down a little bit tighter so it pulls less wheelies in the air. When it's
Okay.
airborne, it does wheelies.
Oh yeah, I know.
Bad.
I know. I jumped it unintentionally when you
So-
let me drive it.
I'm gonna pull a skid up. I think that should help remove that. And then doing that, I think it'll wheelie better on the ground. I think, but I'm not designing this for wheelies. I don't really care about that. But anyways, yeah. And then I also want to put handlebar risers on it eventually, and I want to paint the skid in it. Or powder coat the skid, and I also want to
bougieing it up.
the running boards on this thing. Back in the day, they didn't put hardly any grips on the running boards, so
Slippery as fuck.
yes, I want to do. I looked it up. There's like no running boards I can put on this thing, so I might just cut holes in it and make some spikes in it. I don't know.
What if you like studded it and then ground the studs off,
Maybe.
or self tapper screws or something?
Maybe, yeah, something. Maybe I want it. I don't want to make it super jank because it's kind of a vintage piece. I want to keep it vintage piece. I don't want to modify it too much, but
What about like them anti-slip things you can put on like trailers and stuff? Would that help any?
I don't know. Maybe,
Them peeling stick things,
maybe. I don't
that
know.
black shit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I'm gonna do some looking, but
I got
So,
an idea.
that's the plan.
I got the idea of bad ideas.
Oh man,
So we'll just Gorilla Glue some boots on it.
I knew this
And
was
you can
coming.
just put your feet in the boots and clamp in.
Oh,
Get you some old MX boots so you can just clamp yourself in. Just don't roll that bitch. That's gonna hurt.
yeah. Ugh, there'd be just about a seatbelt yourself to it. Ugh.
A seatbelt will drag you. You're just gonna be on it for the ride.
It's true. I don't know if we want to talk. I don't know if I want to spoil this. Well, I just don't know if it's gonna happen. Should I say it about the old snowmobiles? The idea.
Yeah, I mean we can throw it out there.
Just throw it out there. It's not like it's a huge idea or nothing, but so
I'm just gonna destroy them.
So the plan, my big plan, my big snowmobile video that I want to do this this winter.
Yeah. Take them
Um,
to the dunes.
I want to buy some old sleds, like from the 70s. You can get them if you find a good running one. So you probably get them for like $200 to $300 a piece. I mean, they're pretty cheap. I just want to freaking just rip around in them, and I don't want to like destroy them completely, but I just want to be hard on them.
I want
I
to
think
be
it'd
like
be so much fun.
racing you across the field and put my skis between your track.
Yeah.
More than likely, you're gonna have the faster one, so it's gonna happen to me.
Yeah.
And pushing me across the field.
I think I want to get I think it'd be sweet to do like a Top Gear style video with
Yes.
the 70s. I think it'd be so much fun. So
Yes.
that's a big plan I want to do this winter. Because apparently, according to YouTube, I'm a snowmobile content creator. That's what my views come from, is snowmobile content. So
Hey,
I'm gonna double down.
double down.
But
Or maybe I'll help you double down with my Apex I'm gonna buy.
yeah, that'd be fun. I am so excited. We have some plans, and
Hey, kitty cat.
yeah, the Chester, the kitty, is making his rounds. He's exploring big time tonight.
Been locked up in the tower all week.
Yeah, he's been in quarantine for 2 weeks, just to be on the safe side. But he didn't have worms, but he had some worm eggs in his poop. So we treated him.
Ouch. No
for
bite.
it. Oh.
No.
Cinder already chewed through my cords. I don't need you chewing through them
Oh,
too.
I thought that cat was the one.
No, it was
Cinder.
Cinder, my gray cat.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
shit.
him. The big, the good boy I would normally call him, but no, he was naughty boy that day. I come down. So the last time I wanted to do podcast like 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and everyone backed out. But I came down to get everything set up, and all my cords were chewed through. I was so pissed. So
Oh,
it took me
shit.
like 2 hours to repair them all.
And they're working.
No, they're working just fine, but
So.
I was mad.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Yeah. I think that would be fun. The 70s.
Yeah,
It'd be cool if we could find like some old uniforms, like old snow pants.
I'm
and
so
helmets.
mad because my grandparents and my grandparents' friends, rain share. They have the KRX that they ride with us.
Yeah.
They went through their closets like 5 years ago. They had vintage snow pants and snowmobile helmets and everything. They threw them all out.
My dad might have a vintage snowmobile helmet.
I know my Ray actually does have. I'm pretty sure he still has his old because he would never throw it out. He's a huge John Deere fan.
Oh, okay.
He's got John Deere snow pants.
Oh, dude.
He
if
still
I could
has
get that
them.
Spitfire, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. I might ask him to borrow those from him. He'd probably let me.
Like Brock's got the Arctic suit for his Arctic, which I find hilarious. It's just funny.
That's actually my mom's suit.
Is it?
Yeah. And then I was wearing my dad's player's gear, the leather jacket and stuff, and he had a Bombardier.
Yeah, that was cool.
Snow pants and stuff.
That video.
They were so hot. I was so hot riding those. It wasn't a super cold day.
Yeah, it was like a high 30s day.
I was riding the snow bike, so you do some work on that. I literally had to shed off some layers. I put my old gear back. I was wearing a jacket and like pants.
Have you done a compare video between the Arctic and the XLT? Like a shootout? That'd be kind of a cool video.
I'd love to do that. Brock's snowmobile should be able to kick my XLT's ass in the low end for sure, but his Arctic is running like dog shit right now, so there's no comparison.
Okay.
And I want him. I'm hoping he does it. I tried convincing him to just sell his snowmobile and start fresh with a different Arctic, because the Arctic he didn't get screwed over because he got it so cheap, but he has problems. It needs to be just down.
It's just a scrub's luck.
It just needs to be put down the road.
He's not gonna do it. He sinks money in everything.
I know. I was like, I told him, I was like, just start over. Just sell it for what you got into it. You'll get it. It's cheap. Yeah. Just start with something a little better. If you chop right, you'll get a better sled. No, I think I'm just gonna put some money into it. It's like, why? It runs like ass. Oh,
it's a scrub. So actually. So I was listening to the last podcast today on my way up here, which just kind of funny. But you guys talk about the new Maverick R.
Yeah.
And
at the time, there wasn't videos out on it. Now that I've watched some videos on it, I'm not really that impressed about it.
Well, I'm just getting to this point, though.
Okay.
So the scrub talked about zero scrub. So I'm like, yeah, he can't buy one because it's got zero scrub.
Right.
He has to have some scrub. For the scrub.
Yeah. A lot of scrubs.
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking. The scrub pointed out there's no scrub.
Right. Yeah.
I found that kind of funny.
He's got to have scrub for the scrub.
Yeah.
But yeah, watching Side by Side blog. I'm not really impressed. Not that impressed on it.
I watched, I didn't watch Side by Side blog. I watched, when it was released, I watched Travis Pastrana and Cletus McFarlane.
I did see that.
Got tagged together to test ride it. And I'm like...
They were jumping it.
Yeah, they were doing all kinds of shit they weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, yeah, it jumped very well. But it should for a 77-inch machine.
It should.
So.
But what people are finding out is that the suspension isn't set up very good on it.
Oh.
The rear suspension bottoms out a lot when you go through whoops and stuff. It just constantly is it's bottoming out pretty bad. That's kind of one of the biggest issues that I've seen people are having with it. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, your X3 jumped very well too.
It jumped good. The only problem, all X3s have this problem. Well, from the
front,
the old X3s, I actually been seeing some new X3s jumping, and they're not having this problem. But the endo is so bad.
Yeah.
I think
they're weak in the front. If you're gonna jump them hard, you're supposed to weld that bracket in.
Yeah,
I don't know if they fixed that on the new ones.
I don't know, but yeah, they want you kind of gotta stiffen up the front end a little bit. They don't. Yeah, but the problem is that when you jump them, they come down on the front end so hard. The endo so bad. They just don't have the suspension set up on them. But Side by Side blog. Matt, he bought a brand new, I think a 23 X3 RC X3, and he jumped it, and it jumped like a razor. It just jumped and landed flat. So they must have it. Maybe they finally got it figured out. He's got stock shocks on it. It's nothing. It doesn't have smart shocks on it. It's stock shocks, and it seems to be jumping pretty good. So I don't know, but
We'll have to see how the Yamaha
Your mama.
Yamama razor jumps.
Yeah, I'm really pumped to see how this is gonna turn out. I'm excited. We just
gotta get there.
gotta get the engine. That's all we need is that engine, and we need that snowmobile.
I might just say fuck it and see if I can get a personal loan.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but
I don't really want to, but
if you want it done, it's gotta get done.
I know, and now is the time to buy a snowmobile.
Now is the time to buy a
They're all
snowmobile because
posted for
they're
sale.
so cheap right now. It's just now is the time.
Yeah.
That one you can get one for like $1,200 right now, or
It's
$1,500
just down the road from me.
Yeah, in Luther, just literally a mile down the road from you, probably. So
I think that dude's a weekender.
okay.
I think the snowmobile's in Luther because I didn't recognize the name.
Oh,
and we're a pretty small community.
Yeah, you can just know everybody.
So I'm thinking he's got a weekend cabin up there. And
Could
that's
be.
probably where the snowmobile's
Could
at.
be.
But, yeah, I don't know. I might have to just hit him up and be like, hey, this is what I got.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's a tricky situation. At least it's not a huge loan, but
yeah, I could have it paid off in like 4 months.
Let's get the razor parts sold. It'll help pay off a lot of it,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. But so I remember, I think it was like a couple of podcasts ago, we talked about me wanting to buy a reason to buy an ATV.
Yes.
And that reason was the reason to buy one was to have it as a plow ATV.
Yeah, plow your driveway.
Yeah, I need something to plow my driveway. Well, I didn't quite get the ATV that I wanted. Actually, I wanted to buy those two Arctic Wildcats for a plowing machine. I was gonna get two Arctic. I don't know if I told you about this.
I didn't.
All right, I'm gonna backtrack. So about 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, they're actually still available. So these two 2012 Arctic Wildcat 1000s came on Marketplace. Package deal. They wanted $10,500 for two of them.
What's wrong with them?
Nothing. I actually went and test drove them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were in Traverse City, so on my way to work, I was like,
Perfect.
I'm gonna stop by and look at them. So I did, and one actually had an engine leak, so I was actually gonna have to do a gasket replacement on it, and
down test.
no big. No, he actually just I got there. He's like, yeah, we just realized this engine actually is leaking oil. He was gonna give me a deal if I wanted them, and I looked and it looked like it was coming out of the head gasket, so I probably needed some new gaskets, but. Anyways, I went and test drove them. So basically, I was gonna get them. If I was gonna try to talk them down a little bit more, but yeah, $10,000 or $5,000 a piece for these machines, and they're worth about $8,000 to $10,000 a piece right now.
Yeah.
That's what the market is. They were low miles. One had like 1,200 miles on it. The other one had like 2,500 miles on it.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean they weren't, and they had a bucket full of parts. I mean,
It's an investment, man.
they had like sets of wheels for both of them. Like it had tons of wheels for them, new fenders to put on them and
Where's
stuff.
the Arctic Cat favoring brother at on this?
I know. I sent him to Brock. He's like, yeah, get them. They look like a good deal. I was like, well, anyways, I was gonna have to
Financial advisor didn't approve.
Yeah, I was gonna have to go to the bank to get a loan to get them, but I was trying to get one. I was like, I can fix this one up very
If you
cheap.
just got a loan on one of them, even because the one would hold the equity.
Yeah. The plan was to fix the one up and sell it, and that was gonna pay for like 2/3 of the other one. I was
Yeah.
gonna have one for like $2,000,
Pay your loan off.
and then I'll have a side by side to ride for a while until I wanted to get what I want.
Arctic crap, but
Hey, these have the Suzuki engines in them, so I am a pretty big Suzuki fan.
I know.
But
You're like Suzuki or nothing, fanboy.
a
You need
little
to make
bit.
a fanboy movie.
Oh, I mean,
That'd be a good short idea.
I'm
I'm a Polaris fanboy, pretty much.
I like them all, but I do prefer Suzuki and
Special
Polaris.
little heart spot in your heart
Yeah,
that you just love
It did-
Suzuki.
Suzuki fanboy. I like my Suzuki bikes. That's the only really experience I've had with Suzuki, other than I have one. Actually, we had an Arctic Cat 300 4x4 back in the day. That is, Arctic Cat runs Suzuki, so that's the only other Suzuki really I've ever had. Cat.
Speed racer.
Chester, get down, you little punk. But
Yes, kitty.
I've had lots of good luck with Suzuki, and I like the bikes because they're lightweight and they're simple compared to like KTM or even Honda and stuff. I know they're all pretty good.
So
but...
you want to know something interesting in the bike world that I found out? So you know how Yamaha came out with that brand new 450?
Yeah.
My father-in-law just got one. They're actually detuning him. He's detuning his bike. He's like, it's too powerful to race. And like, it won't keep the front wheel down. Like, you can't race a bike that you can't keep the front wheel down.
I believe it, man. My
so he's tuning his 17 he bought, and then he's detuning his 23.
I gotta ride one of these new Yamahas because I've heard a lot of good things about them.
He was when I did it when I'd go watch him. I'd do time lapse for him.
Yeah,
more or less. I was curious too. His new bike before he detuned it, I haven't seen him detune yet, but he was 9 seconds a lap time faster on his new bike.
Wow,
that says a lot. That's quick.
Yeah,
and that doesn't have a clutch in it.
Chester,
Recluse.
You can kick him off.
his 2017 has a Recluse clutch.
Okay.
So it should have been faster than that, you would think, but the new bike was just that much smoother and quicker.
Wow, that's surprising.
9 seconds.
I gotta test one of them out. But yeah,
then you're gonna want one.
I know. I still want a bike again. I just have more enjoyment
on the 250.
I have more if I'm gonna trail ride, if I have to trail ride a sports machine like a sports quad or a dirt bike, I'd rather trail ride a dirt bike. I have more enjoyment on it. I've rode quads my whole life. I just have more fun on dirt bikes because I'm just not as used to it, and I just like handling the dirt bike better than a quad. But I still like them both. No, don't get me wrong. I love my Predator and stuff, but
everything you ride is a totally different riding experience.
Yeah, I just prefer as of right now. I just prefer the.
There goes the GoPro.
Yeah. I just prefer the dirt bike for some of that spunky stuff.
I do miss my Predator. And that's something you referred to in the other video or podcast, Wyatt's Predator. Always compared to Wyatt's Predator. And I'm like, I need to get that freaking thing back. I know where it's sitting. It ain't getting rode. It's chilling behind his garage outside with no battery in it.
I think they probably get it cheaper.
He told me 15.
Oh. That's probably what you traded it for, isn't it?
I traded for that dirt bike.
Right, but that was kind of like the trade value you guys decided on, or
no? He just did not want anything to do with that dirt bike, and
but,
I'm like, well, I mean, I'll trade you this.
What'd you get out of the dirt bike again when you sold it?
$1,200, $1,250. I probably should have kept it, but I didn't. I needed the money for the house.
I get it. I say that bike was worth at least $2,000, but
I needed to put money in my house to get the bank to prove it. So at the time, $1,000 was a lot better than nothing.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when it's sold fast, you had the money there.
So. Yep. So yeah. And then the guys turned around and posted it for what I had it posted for. Oh, yeah, you guys looked at it too. Like, that was too much shit to work on.
Oh, they did sell it right after that?
Yeah, it was like 2 days later. It was posted for sale for the same price
I
had it posted for. But, I mean, there was a lot of shit wrong with it. It needed new wheel bearings in the front and the rear.
Yeah, once I looked at it a little bit closer, I realized.
The radiator was bent. The hour meter wasn't even hooked up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm like, fuck. I didn't know that. Like, they found a lot of that shit when they were there, so it's like, well, they just kept fucking dropping the price.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not going any less than $1,250.
Yeah.
That's where I was just frustrated with everything.
Mm-hmm.
But, shit happens for a reason. I'll get something again.
Yeah.
Maybe this Apex will just be badass and I just won't need anything else. I'll have my thrill and excitement of killing myself, trail riding.
I think you're gonna love it.
I think I'm gonna just freaking love it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna happen. It's
Yeah.
gonna be my rice burner. That would be a couple of cool videos when we show Brock if he doesn't find out.
That'd be Well, hopefully they don't. I don't think they listen to this, so I think we should surprise them with. That'd be such a funny video. Surprise them with this. Oh, that'd be great.
Cole, I'm
get their
calling you out.
reaction.
I got a new motor in my RZR. I'm calling you out.
Yeah, call them out on it. Yeah. Well, he knows that the turbo is gonna kick his ass, so I mean, he might not want to race. I don't know.
The turbo?
The turbo razor would kick the YXE's ass.
His is turbo too.
Yeah, but he's not pushing that much horsepower.
Oh.
He's only running like 5 pounds of boost on that turbo.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Hmm.
I think he thinks he has a 200 horse tune on it, but I think it's
like 150.
I think it's a 150 tune.
160.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 150 tune. I guess we never did line them up, did we? Man, that's unfortunate.
We're just gonna have to do it when we put the new XP motor in it.
Yep. Well, we should line up my dad's turbo with his, and it'll give us a base.
Could do 4 wide.
Yeah, line them all up. Tuned 1000 XP and, all that. Yeah, we should line them all
Stock
up.
turbo.
Yeah.
Tuned turbo.
You can probably
non-turbo.
get Dustin with his X3. Get X3 in there.
Or Tyler.
Or Tyler. Yeah.
So we'll have a tuned up XP 1000.
Stock turbo.
An XP non-turbo turbo.
Yeah. The XP non-turbo turbo. With the Yamaha
XP
engine.
turbo. And then a tuned.
Or we
Man,
can
that'd
get
be a wide race.
we can get a KRX in there
5
too.
wide.
We can get an HD8 Defender in there.
I don't think you. I would like to see you try to get HD8 Defender in there. I'd like to be there for that conversation. Do you want to line up to lose?
Yeah. All right. Well, we have we know someone with 1000 Defender.
Yeah, Jordan would probably be down.
He'd be down and still lose pretty bad, but it'd be down.
Yeah.
It'd be funny. One of your coworkers still has a General, don't they?
Oh yeah, Matt, 4-seater.
Yeah.
We could have like a 10 wide drag.
We need a big field or something.
I need to be on the end because I don't know how squirrely this thing's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! All to come.
All to come in the future.
Hopefully, the near future.
Oh well, okay. Back to what I was getting to with the quad discussion. I don't know how we got way off tangent, but so the you OGs might know that Cole, my brother, he put together
plowing ATV.
Yeah, so I need a plowing ATV, and
we went way off.
We went way off topic. We were on Articats. We went way off. So we're back. I didn't end up getting an ATV with a plow. Okay, that's what I was getting to. So what I am getting to is that I know Cole way back when, I think back in 2019, he acquired a Troy-built like mini compact lawn tractor thing.
An actual lawn tractor.
An actual lawn tractor back in the day when they actually made them like that. And
it's kind of similar to a wheel horse.
Yeah.
Or
anyways, someone brought it into his work, and I don't know. It had a blown Briggs and Stratton engine in it. So Cole took the whole tractor frame and everything home, and then he acquired a 3-cylinder Kubota diesel engine at work that got warrantied out. So he fixed it up, and he's like, "Well, let's throw it in this tractor." So that's what he did, and it's been on the channel. And then he threw a turbocharger on it. He acquired a Kubota turbocharger, and so he's got a 60 horsepower diesel engine on this lawn tractor, and
it's 60 horse.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah. With the turbocharger, it's pushing 60 horsepower. So, but the frame that it's in, it's hydrostat, so it's really not utilizing the horsepower very well. But anyways, this thing isn't doing anything. It's just been sitting there for years. And Cole's he's busy. He's got kids and stuff. So I was like, hey, I was like, wait a minute, Cole, you have a plow for that tractor that you have, right?
Shit.
Oh, the cat's attacking Wyatt again. Cause like, yeah, like, so if I fix your lawnmower up a bit, could I possibly use that to plow my snow this winter? Cole thought about it a little bit, like, yeah, I guess I'm not doing anything with it right now, so that's what I'm using to plow my driveway.
That'd be sweet.
So it's coming back to the channel. It's like the 4th most viewed video on the channel.
Your
And,
neighborhood's gonna love it.
yeah, it's using. I gotta show my boss because I work for a lawn company and we plow snow in the wintertime. And my boss loves snow plowing stuff. He's just that's his thing. He loves plowing snow. He just loves. So I gotta show him that. He's gonna get a kick out of it. But yeah,
Like you don't got a big enough blade for that.
yeah. I was hoping he was gonna give me one of his plow trucks to use this winter, but no, I'm gonna be on his tractor, so I can't drive the plow truck home. Otherwise, I'd have a.
And I can try. I'm gonna have to do like a 4-leg journey to get over here with my plow truck.
So yeah, I'm gonna use a 4-foot plow on this tractor with a 60 horsepower diesel engine, and it'll be on the channel. We're gonna fix this up. It'll be back for you guys that love this thing for some reason. It's a sight to behold because it's got like tubes all over the place because there's no hood on it.
It is definitely custom.
It is custom, so yeah, I just gotta fix some minor things on it, but yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
Hell yeah!
I'm excited to have this thing back on the channel. Me and you, we borrowed it for the parade.
Yeah.
And people like we had a snow bike on the trailer. We had the RZR,
Raptor.
the Braapaholic. No, everyone wanted to talk about the lawnmower.
Actually, it was a Chevrolet at that time.
Yeah, it was a Chevrolet.
It was a lawnmower. What was the hit?
Yeah, everyone wanted to see the diesel engine turbo powered lawnmower on the trailer. Like that was the talk of the parade, not the other stuff.
It'd be a good parade vehicle being a hydrostat. That'd be about the right speed for it.
Oh, well, yeah, once you get it going. I mean, it'd probably do 10, 15 miles an hour easily,
Yeah.
But yeah. So the plan with that engine eventually is they want to make their own bulldozer out of it, a mini bulldozer.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. So they want to throw that engine in a custom bulldozer frame somehow. That's
Brock and Cole.
yeah. That's what they want to do. I'll be like, yeah, I'll help do that, but
That'd be sweet. They make mini dozers.
they do, but they want to make their own, I guess. Or throw the engine in a frame.
I don't know what your cat's doing over there.
He's probably gonna walk all over the keyboard.
As long as you don't turn us off.
Yeah. He's exploring everything right now. He is like at the ultimate freedom right now.
Does not know what to do with his life.
Nope.
I'm glad these people dropped me off here. This house is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we got him, and he didn't look like he was like an outside cat, or he's been outside that long. But I think he was an inside cat for the most part, or maybe at least a garage cat. But yeah, I think he loves the house.
I think so.
But yeah, like I said, he was in quarantine for 2 weeks. We just want to make sure he was healthy before we let him with the other
The boss
pets.
is back. Quit talking what we're talking about.
Oh, he's exploring back there right now.
I was like, it's been too quiet.
He's been terrorizing Wyatt. He loves Wyatt and terrorizing my computer.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go upstairs.
All right.
So you're good with our purchases?
Oh,
What do you mean no?
that seems like $2 to his name.
What?
So
I don't know how you're purchasing it.
he's got more money I got.
I have assets, okay?
Depending on the time of.
You can pay for it.
You make the big bucks. You'll pay for it.
We need you to sign this paper, Bree, at the bottom. You don't need to read anything. They do package deals every day.
They finance.
Go back to Houghton Lake. They got boats in there.
Yeah, wants a boat. Oh, I don't want a boat.
Boats and hoes.
Man.
Boats are more expensive than side-by-sides.
You know, kidding. Luckily, and I'm glad she's happy with it. Her parents have a boat that they probably will sell to us for a pretty good price. So we'll probably just acquire their boat. It's been very well taken care of. It's from like the 80s.
Nice.
It's not a pontoon, but it's like a flat deck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a mimic a Ponte.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm sure we'll acquire that. But
There you go.
Yeah.
Just got to pull it from downstate.
if we acquire it, or
No.
they have a truck, maybe they'll just drop it off one day. I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyways, man, we had a lot to talk about.
We did have a lot.
Is there anything else? I'm sure there's a lot of other. I was gonna make a list of stuff, and I just didn't get quite to it.
I did finally get Old Blue going. My
Oh
OBS
yeah,
Chevy. We got that figured
finally. So I know last time we talked about it, you had a blown head gasket. That was like earlier this spring.
Early spring.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
So head gasket was gonna be quite expensive to fix, so we just ended up putting a whole different motor in it.
Yep.
And
same motor or just
350.
That's what was it?
Yeah,
that was
5.7,
okay.
350.
Cool.
Different motor he had laying around. It seems to be a lot spunkier than the old one. Like,
yeah, I think the other one was just
cruises. Yeah, I think the other one is just at the end of its rope.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got this new one in there. I don't know how many miles are on it, but it seems to rip. I was having an issue, like in drive. If you sit, it just wouldn't idle well, and then it being throttle position sensor. So I got that fixed.
There you go.
And then I got a new door on the driver's side, so it actually shuts now. I don't have a 2-inch gap, half-ass latched.
Oh yeah, it like that's kind of a Chevy problem. They get really dry after a while. The hinges and stuff they creak.
They just sag.
Yeah.
So I got a new door on it today and got that all wired.
Is it like a brand new door or is it a takeoff?
No, it's a takeoff.
Yeah. Okay.
And it didn't fare very well in the move.
Oh.
It's got some scratches and some missing paint.
I guess it just adds to the other.
And that's not the best part. So as they're working on the door, I'm like a little kid, and the driver's side still got the wrap on it. And around the wheel well, it was starting to peel. So I'm like, oh, I peeled a little section. Well, the little section turned into a 3-foot piece on the side of the bed. So I'm like, well, that looks like shit. So while it's in the shop, I peeled the whole bed side off on the driver's side. So now it even looks more like shit because the paint that he painted it didn't stick to the paint underneath.
Yeah.
So now I got half green, half blue bed on the driver's side. Blue passenger side completely. And on the driver's side, the cab and the front fender are white wrapped still. And then the driver's side door is black and gold.
Oh, she's just a rainbow.
No, it's not really rainbow.
Not
colors.
quite, but it's multicolored for sure.
You definitely won't mistake it in the parking lot.
No, you know what truck is yours.
And then just to like icing on the cake, I put my bonehead plate on it. So
there you go.
Plate says bonehead.
Yeah.
So now it just fits.
Fits right in, right at home.
But long term, maybe like a couple years down the road, I would like to take the plow off it, maybe put it on my new truck, and then restore it, make it more like a classic.
Yeah, got a lot of work to do into that, but yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool though.
I think it'd be nice, and then make it like my hot rod, four-wheel drive. Right now it's like a work truck, and I just don't feel like that's its full potential. So
gotta fix most of its kinks first, though.
Yeah, it'll probably have a new motor by then.
Probably. How many motor replacements has it had already?
I'm not sure. I think this is the third one.
Okay.
I think this is the third one.
And it's had a transmission replacement?
Yep, a couple of those.
And a rear end replacement?
That was the second rear end that I put the second one in.
Oh, yeah.
He had replaced the rear end. If he thinks the only thing original on the truck is the air intake box and the front diff.
What about the frame?
He put a new frame under it.
Oh.
Like 6 years ago, he put a new frame on it.
So it's a Frankenstein.
The cab's all original.
Okay, cab's original.
But the bed isn't. He put a new bed on it.
The doors are probably different, and the hood and all that.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty much.
Cab's original.
That's funny.
Interior's not. It had a bench seat. He put captain.
Oh yeah.
Which are super comfortable.
Yeah, they are.
Dude, them seats are more comfortable than any new truck produced today.
Yeah, that body style, they had good seats in them.
Yeah. So, the odometer is original, 343,900 miles.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
still counting, right?
Oh yeah, you'd be doing 100 on the dash and be going 79 on the highway. It's really something. You look down, you're doing 100, and cars are blowing by you like you're sitting still.
It's gotta have the GPS hooked up so you know how fast you're
I
going.
did. I got a speedometer app on my phone.
Yeah,
It's like doing 81, you're going 70.
that's funny. Gotta love it.
It's all good. That truck wasn't made for 75, 80 mile an hour. It's more or less back road cruising.
The truck wasn't probably designed to last how long it's lasted.
Oh no, they are. They're built tough.
Ugh.
That's Chevy tough right there. The cat and the dog are not.
Yeah. Claire's being protective.
Which I read a thing. It's like classic cars or something. The new gonna be sought after body style is that OBS Chevy. So the OBS Chevy is gonna be the new square body.
Yeah.
It's the new sought after body style.
It will be. I agree with that.
And they just hit that classic age mark too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about covered just about everything that
Yeah.
I'm excited about, what I'm bringing to the
Yeah.
table. So
I'm sure there's more, but yeah, hopefully I'm going to get my wife on here eventually. I think that'd be a really interesting topic. Her perspective on all our shenanigans. I think it'd be a good perspective.
then our friendship's gonna end because she's gonna disagree with everything.
Yeah, probably.
When the wives got involved, it went downhill.
Oh man.
I'm totally shocked that my wife totally agreed just to by any means necessary get that thing right. I knew this would happen if I let it sit in the yard long enough.
Man, yeah. Don't tell her that there's a very cheap engine on Marketplace right now for the RZR turbo engine.
That's not cheap.
Well, it's
1,300 more than the motor I'm
well,
looking at.
I know it is, but it's, as a RZR engine goes,
I think
it's like
done with
$2,000
the
cheaper.
RZR engines, honestly. She's the one that told me just send it when we were riding.
Oh wow!
She's like, I'm just fucking done with this thing. Let's keep going. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Oh.
That was when we topped the oil off.
Yeah.
And you guys are like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, fuck it, let's keep going. She's like, I'm fucking done with this thing.
And you sent it.
I made it another mile or so.
It was
not even that far.
It was about 2 miles, I think. You took off, and I heard the knocking. I was like, oh, I don't know. That was the rod bearing. Yep. But
Hey, it drove up on the trailer.
it did. Somehow. All right, we'll wrap up. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is Braapaholics podcast, and yeah, the channel is doing very well at the moment compared to what it's normally been. So I'm pretty pumped about that. We're just gonna keep doing this either way. We love doing this. It's our hobby.
Fun hobby.
Yeah. So
we get to hang out when we do it. So
we really appreciate you guys just liking, subscribing, just hanging out with us too. So yeah, telling your friends about it.
Suggest bad ideas if you have any.
Yeah, we will all have good bad ideas.
Yes.
Keep the good bad ideas going. So anyways, thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you in the next one.
See ya.